All right, so in preparation to install the vintage air into the cab, I have to position this plate, this block-off plate, in the engine compartment. So what I'm doing right now is I'm positioning it in relation to this hole and cutout, which is going to be where the bolt goes through. And then I put a large bolt going into the OEM hole. Those two holes are set. Those are OEM, but then we need two more. We need one here and one over there. So I put some tape on the wall, and I'm just going to draw a circle, mark the center, and cut a 3/8 inch hole in each of those. I'm also securing the plate with some tape while I'm doing this. Just as long as we're here, before this goes on, I want to show you guys, I put some of that roof flashing. This has got kind of a tar-like rubbery backside sticky surface, and I just inserted I just put it in here, you know, just for added heat protection and sound deadening. It added about I don't know, a pound of weight to this thing. It's heavy now, and it's just got, and it'll be very dead. But mainly I just did that for the heat protection. Just something you might want to do. Okay, so I just am doing a test fit using a couple bolts, but that's where the cover retainers go in. They just push in, and then I cut a little hole here, which hopefully will be big enough. This is kind of loose, so that'll just flex, and then this all looks good. So the next step will be put in the unit and then put this cover on. Just one last thing to do before we install the main unit, and that's put this drain hose in. So this is the drain, there's the drain hose, and you want it about 1 inch below the drain in the unit, and that's about there. So what I did is I just cut a little square out of the insulation so I could drill clean through the firewall, and I'm going to use this drill, which hopefully that does a nice job, and then put this hose through. You get an elbow, but it doesn't say why. Maybe it goes on the outside of the firewall. On the other side of this is a heat shield plate though, so I can't really, well, we'll see what I can get through there. We'll see if I can feed this elbow through and have it go on the outside through there like that. But this unit already has that, so I don't see why you would need another elbow. Anyway, I guess it's good to have two elbows. Don't be sad. Okay, here's the hole. It's a 5/8, and it's like a really perfect fit for this. Very tight. I was a little concerned about moisture and stuff getting in here, but I think what I'll do is just put a little sealant or sealer around this, and maybe on the outside, on the firewall side. So let me show you where this ended up, because I was feeling in here and I could feel one of the metal mounts for the heat shield. So let me show you where this, just in case you're doing this, you might want to go on the other side of the mount. Let me show you where we ended up in the engine compartment. So it's a little close to the engine, but it's fine because I can just do the elbow right here and have it go straight down, and it'll sort of go right next to the exhaust. But you might want to have it come out in here. Maybe. I guess I probably would have moved it a little closer to this, or maybe over here. I just didn't want to put it I was thinking I want to get it away from people's feet. If people are sitting in here, I didn't want to put it right there where they might bump it with their feet or something. So that's why I put it a little closer to the transmission. But whatever, your choice. Okay, we are ready for plate installation. I got my silicone all around, top edge, sides, nothing on the bottom, on the very bottom, so in case some moisture gets in there, it can escape. These clips go in, I put a little bit of silicone in this one, this hole over here. Oh, it's hard to see because it's bigger. But that's secure. Connectors are coming through okay. And this is all in. Looking good. Everything's cool. There's the drain connector. I'll just connect this. I will connect it later. And then, you know, run it down as I deem appropriate. This is so close, but no cigar. no problem. Come on, camera. All right, so I'm just gonna wait another couple minutes, let this set up a tiny bit, and then smush it in there. And that'll be that for right now. Then we'll put the little plate on and hopefully everything fits. And make sure you top your Costco frozen pizza with some Parmesan Reggiano, not just the Parmesan. It's not all the same. All right. Hey, man's got to eat. Let's go. Okay, so Blockoff plate went on really well. Super happy with this. It's just super clean. All the little tabs went in. One area I am struggling a little with, and that is mainly because of that insulation. You see the black foam that's going around the return. This is the compressor return, so this is your cold air coming back into your cab. It's just kind of jamming up around the opening. So I think that all these connectors are a little high up, and there's not really much I can do about that except maybe push them a little bit. But I don't want to, obviously I don't want to force them too much. But you're just gonna have to massage all this stuff into place. These I'm not worried about. This is for the coolant for the heater, but you're just gonna slide your hoses on. They're gonna go all the way up against the plate, and you're gonna just connect them. But these lines are for the AC, and so I want to make sure those are behaving themselves and in the right spot. But right now, yeah, that's kind of jamming up down in there. So I'm just gonna keep messing with it. And then you've got 2 holes on the plate, and you need to drill pilot holes and attach that with sheet metal screws. Okay guys, here's what's up. So I was able to get this on by removing it from the plate, putting it over the tube, and then putting it around the opening after the plate was on over. But then now, even still, this stuff up here, and you see how the rubber on the grommet is extends pretty far on the back. And so my problem is I'm having a hard time getting this down enough to where all this foamy rubbery stuff will go in. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is loosen this and maybe loosen the inside, you know, so I can just move the unit a little so I can get this plate in place, because it's just not gonna go right now. I need a little bit of play here. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see what happens. Finally. Well, I gotta say, you guys, and this is nothing personal against the people at Vintage Air. They're all nice people. But what a pain in the ass to get all this stuff to line up while the unit is even loosely in place. I took this bolt completely out because these were just too high at a weird angle. And every time I try to put it in, this would just come out. And then this pipe got loose. So I had to take the whole thing out again and tighten it up. I had the whole thing out. It's still not entirely in, but I gotta stop for today. I've done as much as I can. I'm happy with my progress, but man, what a pain in the ass. So, you know, if you don't mind tinkering with stuff a lot, and maybe your car will be better than mine. You know, they're all different. But man, oh, this is just a lot of finagling is what I would say. Okay, well, it's in, pretty much. It's looking good. Hopefully, you know, everything else is going to be smooth sailing here on in. Thanks for watching, you guys. Check in with you next time.